Hi, Kim. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I bet you've been waiting so long to finally
Yeah,
let it out.
it's nice that it's finally out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was
No
so
more
much fun.
secrets.
No more secrets. No more.
Yeah.
When'd you get the car?
I have no idea.
I'd be
I'm hoping
calling
the
him
golf
right now.
calls me. I know. Well, I took an all-night flight, so I'm on the East Coast now, and I've just I'm trying to, get my time straight and
Yeah, yeah. Well,
get
it
one
it, it
about
was
me.
it was a fun to watch it last night, and you know what you did was really smart. You let Sophie get a little ahead there, and then you just knocked her down.
Reeled it back in.
You did. You just reeled her in. It was like, we're thinking, Kim, what are you doing? And then, you hit her.
I know. Yeah, those first, 5 or 6 holes was not very pretty.
So what were you thinking then? She started off really hot. What was going through your mind?
Yeah. Really just be patient.
Hmm.
Yeah, because, I've played plenty of matches before, and that's the key, is just to stay patient.
Going into the final 9 holes, that putt on 10 was huge. That seemed to turn everything around.
Yeah, I think the par on 9 and the putt on 10
Yeah.
were both huge. Just because, the par on 9, having 185 yards in for my third shot on the par 5, with water all along the right, that's not really what you want. And to kind of skate out of there with a par was huge for me.
Hmm. Well, when you were in the bunker, you said in your interview that you probably should have changed clubs, but you didn't. And that was interesting because I think a lot of us do that who are amateurs.
Oh, yeah.
We forget to step back and start again. So,
Yeah.
I keep thinking, you kicking yourself, but it worked out okay.
It worked out all right. I managed to, save myself.
Yeah, you certainly saved yourself. I have a question for you from one of the comments on the blog. One of our readers, who's very actively watching and commenting, said that he thought you changed your putting grip halfway through the series. Is that true?
No, I think I might have been conventional grip in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not unlike me. I'm known to, I've switched putting grips in the middle of a round before, so,
Oh.
if one thing's not working, then you switch to another, and, if it feels better, then I go with it.
Yeah. So when you were out there, I know that you and Sophie obviously get along very well. It looked like a real friendly match, even though so much was on the line. Was there a lot of chit-chatting going on? Were you guys conversing a lot, or were you really both just doing your own thing?
No, that final match, we just completely did our own thing. I think it helped a lot that we had caddies.
Mm-hmm.
So, we kind of kept to ourselves and just talked with our caddies, and that was it. But the day before, when it was down to the final 3, that day we chatted, the entire way around, and we were hardly serious at all. And so the producers had actually mentioned something to us, that they'd like for us to be a bit more serious. So we carried that to the next day.
That's funny. Taking directions from producers on your game. That's kind of interesting.
I know. Yeah.
So did the caddies? Did you pick out of a hat? How did they choose your caddies?
No, I think I don't remember how we chose. I think they just assigned us the caddies,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have been happy with either one. We had gotten to know both those guys over the 2 weeks, and they're both great. But I was happy to have Ed as my caddy, who's the general manager.
Well, the putting looked really, really difficult. It was a lot of downhill. Are there any uphill putts on those greens?
Not really. No, everything was, gosh, yeah, I know. Watching those putts now, it doesn't look that hard on TV. But I remember at the time, thinking that these putts were just going to be super fast, and then, I'd leave them short. So, I know that my whole family was saying that to me last night. Like, well, these greens don't look that tough, but one of my brothers has played at that course before, and he's like, until you're there and until you see the conditions and the grain and everything, he's like, you don't know how tough it is. So at least one person supported me.
Well, I'm going to I'm going to play there in November, so I will definitely come back to the blog, and I will write about how tough those greens are.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So you must be excited about the Navistar Classic in September.
I am. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for 7 months to tell people that I get to play in that tournament. So I'm very excited and really looking forward to it.
Well, your game has been so good, and now you're going to get a chance. I looked at the field. Lorena's there. I mean, they're all there. It's a field.
I know. It's a great field, so I'm very excited.
At what point will Q School be, it's just before, right? Just before the Navistar?
You know what? I haven't even looked at Q School dates.
You may not need them.
Right, yeah. I'm planning on not having to go to that first stage, but I guess at some point I should take a look at the dates.
Well, it was so terrific watching the whole series with you, and you've had so many fans out there who said, go Kim. In fact, somebody last night posted on the forum a photograph of your bag, your golf bag, with the Adams clubs in it, and said he was posting that because he thought that would give away the ending. So see, you watched them all over.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So you better be careful because people are watching.
Well, now it's out, so.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Well, that's great.
You'll be the last interview for this whole series, and I want to say that it's been such a pleasure. I hope we can stay in touch. I absolutely am convinced you're going to get into the LPGA without any school whatsoever. You're playing so well. Have you got any closing comments to just wrap up this wonderful 12 weeks of show?
Well, I just want to say thank you to you for having me on the blog. It's been great, going back and looking at the blog every week and seeing what other girls had to say. And so thanks for doing that. And thanks to everybody that watched the show and, all my fans out there that rooted for me. It's been great, and I've received so much support, and it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, we saw Christy McPherson, big breaker, was in contention last week, and seeing her show up there on that the leaderboard was just so cool. And it's nice to see big breakers up there, and I expect to be seeing you up there in the not too distant future. So play well and enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you take care. Keep in touch. All right.
You too, Gail. Okay, I will. Thanks.